Each licensed buying company must operate within warehouses registered in its own name. Warehouses registered under PBC must not be used by another company for storage, grading, sealing, or processing of cocoa. We also have in our hands receipts that actually shows that some of the sealings were done at the PBC warehouses belonging to Atlas Commodities Limited. These cocoa were found at the warehouses belonging to PBC, but the sealings are sealings for Atlas Commodities Limited, and these are some of the sealings that we found at the PBC warehouses. In fact, these are documents that have also been lodged with the Kajabi police station, a report or a complaint that was made by the officers of PBC. In fact, we went further to ask for photos or photographs of some of the cocos that were sealed with the tags of Atlas Commodities, just so we could be sure that indeed these cocoa were found at the warehouses of PBC. In fact, these are some of the pictures of the cocoa that were found at the warehouses of the PBC, which PBC is not happy about. PBC, of course, works with Cocobod, or if you like, it is under Cocobod. Reports further indicate that these alleged activities may be taking place in parts of Central Region, Eastern Region, and Volta regions, raising concerns about the scope of the operations. There are also troubling reports that some PBC workers reportedly have not been paid for extended periods, at least for a period of 1 year. The reason why PBC workers are not paid is that when government gets the money, it does not give the money to PBC to go and buy cocoa, so that government will be able to get some margins off it. If you get margins, that is when you'll be able to get money to be able to pay your workers. Now PBC is starved, is deprived with resources that will allow them to be able to operate, and those monies are given to LBCs. LBCs, a chunk of it belong to Dr. Atoforsen or Mr. Atoforsen, who is the Deputy Chief Executive of Cocobod. The bigger question is Boateng. At the time when Cocobod is reportedly struggling to meet financial obligations to cocoa farmers, the perception that private commercial activities may be thriving within the regulated space under questionable circumstances, which is deeply troubling. Cocoa farmers are sacrificing daily to sustain the economy. Regulatory leadership must not create even the appearance of benefiting from the same system they supervise. System that you yourself is supervising. You cannot create a system whereby you will deprive the state from operating to be able to earn margins, to be able to give to the state, so that the state can also pay its workers, and direct or indirectly siphon those monies into the pockets of an individual. Which individual is Mr. Boateng? As a minority, we demand the following. We demand a full criminal investigation by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. We demand a constitutional conflict of interest determination by SHRAJ. We also demand a forensic audit of warehouse registrations and cocoa movement records. The minority is also demanding for a full disclosure from Cocobod, national security, and relevant authorities. We are also demanding that action in accordance with the law if wrongdoing is established. If there is no wrongdoing, investigation will clear the air. But if wrongdoing is confirmed, accountability must follow. Cocoa is too important to Ghana's rural economy to allow regulatory compromise. The farmers deserve protection, the nation deserves transparency, the constitution demands compliance. The minority is also demanding a compensation that will have to be paid by Atlas Commodities Limited to the PBCs, because they have used the warehouses of PBCs, warehouses belonging to PBC, to operate and make margins or make profit, denying or depriving the state from those resources. We will pursue this matter until the truth is fully established. Thank you so much for coming.